Dear students, continuation of the previous video, I'll be explaining in this video the Python methods in the list data types. What are the methods in the list data types? So that is first is index method and then so followed with the append method. So next method will be the append and also the insert method and remove method and sort method. So this I'll be explaining in the video. So that is now Python methods, that is in especially the list data types. So how what is the index method especially indicates? So index method. So for example, if I say the elements have to be stored inside the list with the comma separated value, and then I'm calling that with the particularly the index. Dot index means it is the position where, for example, if I say here dot index of this variable c plus plus. So now if I say what is the index position of this? So 0 is the Python, 1 is the C, 2 is the Java, and 3 is the C++. So this is where dot index of C++. I'm finding it. So inside this parameter, I'm passing a which index have to be found, which element index have to be found. That is dot index. So language is dot index of C++. That is where dot index method gives the index position of the particular element. Now, if I say, for example, if I want to display the index position that is repeated more than one time, that is element is repeated more than one time. So as I told while explaining in the list data type, it is also list is also supported with the duplicate elements. So that is where now duplicate elements is stored in the element in the list, that is C is the duplicate element. So languages dot index of C. In that case, what is the output I'll be getting if the duplicate element is repeated? Which position of that element I'll be getting? So for example, see always when the duplicate element is repeated, so that is first position, whichever the element is stored in the first position, that will be displayed as an index position. So now C is in the first position and one more C is in the last position. So the last position is not displayed as an output, only the element which is stored before, that is a first. So we'll be getting the output, that is the index C, first position is C is the answer. So that is the output will be 1. So always duplicate elements, when you want to find the index, first position index element will be find. And next method is append method. So what is the append method here? So adding the elements into the Python particular list, you call it as an append method. Append is adding the elements into the list. Now, for example, if I want to add the single element, so into the particular list, as I told, the single element is added into the Python list. So, which is the element where the position I'm adding? So, at what position I'm adding by using the slicing operator we have done by assigning the value. But append method, what happens by using the method when you want to add an element? That is especially the append method. So one of, for example, if I say 51 need to be added, like 50 or 51, 500 need to be added in the position I've not given, just I've given the only the element to be added. So where it is added, now 500 will be added at the end of the element, that is at the end of the list. So that is where, remember always append is always the element to be added at the end of the list, not at the particular specific position. But if you want to add with the particular position, then you need to give the particular start and stop size and then assign the value to that particular position. So then the element will be replaced with the index position. Now here append method always adds the element at the end of the list. So that is what is giving me the end of the list. Now, so insert method. So now insert is also the one more method in the Python list data type. So what is the difference between insert and append? Append is just the element which is added at the end of the list. Insert, what happens? Inserts the particular element, same element, but it takes two arguments. So first argument, so that is where the syntax here is, the insert two arguments inside the parenthesis. One argument, so one is the where the first argument what I have given is a 3, so which means at the third position, so I need to add the element second, the second argument says that the element to be added in which position, so the third position and the element, so position, the third position, the element to be added here is the Python in this list. So that is where my list dot insert of two arguments. One is the position, third element position, and the element to be added in the third position is Python, and print my list. That is 10, 20, 30, and 40. So which is third position, that is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this 440 will be remain, but only after the third position. I just wanted to add a element that is Python, and then the remaining element will be remained as it is in the insert method. That is where the insert takes the two arguments, gives the position, and then gives the particular element as insert. So that is insert method, append method, and index method. Now say for example, one example here, so I've just defined the one error, attribute error, just to show you what is the error if I want to insert it. So now append x is equal to hello, x dot append of world. Now I'm just appending the world to the x, that is a variable that is stored in the hello, so to that I'm appending. But since as I'm displaying this element, that is whatever the hello is assigned to this x variable, but still I'm getting the error, so that is an attribute error. Why? Because always append method works with the list but not with the, so that is a string object has no attribute append. So for this append element, always we just have to give the list inside the list. So just it is not inside the list, so it just gives only the string. So we cannot append any of the element to this variable. Now, so if I say here the list 1 is equal to 42, same thing for insert also. So list 1 dot insert of 1 comma world, which is the first position, the world have to be added. So here there is no list here, just have given the 42 and there is no element stored inside the list, hence we get it as an int object has no attribute insert. So int, so this is an integer value, so there is no attribute called as integer, so what insert for the particular value int, so it just have to be stored inside the list. It only works for the inside the list, that is insert 1 comma world, then only it will work for this list. Now next method here is a remove method. So next, once we have seen the index and also the append and insert method, and with the error how it is displayed, and now the method here is a remove. So what is the remove method here is which removes the element. Delete also, it's completely delete based on the position, but remove method what happens, it also supports the duplicate elements, and if it case duplicate elements are there, which element is deleted. So that is what the here is. So blue, green, these are the colors. Now I'm just removing the green here. So green means what happens, so just it removes the green and display the rest of the element. It will not display the green element, deleted element, it just display the remaining element of the, now green is removed, so blue, red, orange, and yellow and brown is remained. But if I say the more than one element is there in the list, so that is it is duplicate elements, in that case which element will be removed, so it will be first element will be removed. So in even the index position, first index position it is given, and here also first occurring element which is there inside the list will be removed, so that is where the green, so green will be removed since it is in the starting. So rest element, which is after the green, what is there? Blue, red, orange, and brown is there. No? So that will be remained. So that is where the remove function works with the duplicate element. Now, one more thing here. So even if the element is not there inside the list, but you're trying to remove it, what happens? Then the value error will be occurred. So you can see the yellow is not there here. So you're trying to remove it, so you're getting it as a error. And then last method is a sort. Sort means it is always arranged in the ascending order. So you can see dot sort method. It is also with the parameters. It is nothing here is passed, but by default it will sort in the ascending order. So that is where minus 1, 3.0, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, 56. Now, what happens for sorting the elements with the strings? So how it is sorted? So same thing here is in alphabetical order. So A, then B, and then C here, and the D dogs, and then E elephant. That is what. But even if I want to reverse the string, so ascending order is fine. But even if I want to reverse the string, so then I need to use the parameter with reverse is equal to true. So that is reverse is equal to true. Then print the languages. So then you can see all the values which is displayed here is, so it will be reversed. So P is the last element in the alphabetical order. So then P, then M, then will be the Java, so then will be the C++. So these are the number of methods in Python. So, and then if I say the elements to be sorted in the mixed with the alphabetical order and also the integer, so then it will be the error which I'll be getting it as. So it is not supported int and string. So less than or greater than, we cannot compare with the ascending and descending. So it will be giving as an output as an type error, not supported instance.